Your wallet should make your crypto grow, not put it at risk. Arculus versus Tangem, two titans fighting for your trust. We'll cut through the noise and focus only on what decides the winner, security and ease of use. By the end of this video, you'll know which wallet keeps you safest and simplest on the road to bigger gains. Now, to decide which wallet can actually be trusted, the best place to start looking is not the company pitch of features and tools, but the feedback from other users who use them daily. So I spent a few hours in forums and review sites just reading what other users are actually saying about their daily experience with Arculus and Tangem, and the difference in user experience is pretty striking. From the Tangem wallet side, I came across a review where a user worried about Tangem relying on NFC technology to connect with devices. His argument was that because it uses NFC to talk to your phone, it might not be as secure as a hardware wallet that's completely offline. And that concern is not entirely off base either. So I looked into this more deeply, and here's the important point. Tangem cards are designed so the private keys never leave the card itself, meaning that the NFC connection is only the surface interaction, not the actual security core. To call it less secure is misleading, especially considering the EAL6 Plus security certification, which is among the highest levels for secure chips. This is backed up by the overwhelming positive feedback from many users. One long-term Tangem user didn't just praise it, he explained why its simplicity is its strength. He said he chose it because other wallets have too many features like Bluetooth, screens, and batteries, all of which are potential points of failure. He called the Tangem card tough, highlighting its 25-year guarantee and the fact that the app is open source, meaning that your security is not tied to the company's future. Another user agreed, saying that the design was so discreet that it looked just like another credit card in his wallet, and that the zero batteries and zero screen design cut out a lot of the failure points of it. Then there's the major point. So I came across a review of a user who described Tangem Wallet as security through obscurity, highlighting that Tangem brought in independent auditors like Kudelski Security to verify their firmware has no backdoors to speak of. So that is a level of transparency that you rarely see with most crypto wallets. And next, when I dug into Arculus wallet, I found a review that was pretty concerning. A user set up his Arculus wallet, wrote down his recovery phrase in 2 places, and added coins. Days later, he lost connection during login, was prompted to use his seed phrase, and when he did, he recovered an empty wallet with completely different addresses. He was convinced that his keys were compromised before he even got the device. That is about the scariest nightmare you can have with a wallet. To be fair, the user did later update his review, saying that support helped him recover everything, which is pretty rare, so credit to Arculus' team for stepping in there, but a huge mistake, it seems. That initial panic, that feeling when your funds are just gone because of a potential software bug or a flawed recovery process, is a huge red flag. From a user review standpoint, I think while both have their advocates, the complaints around Arculus feel more directly tied to the fear of losing access to your funds, which is exactly the opposite of what a hardware wallet is meant to provide, right? Reviews are one thing though, and I actually wanted to try it myself. The real test is in trying the features themselves and seeing how they work for me. So this is where the Arculus versus Tangem wallets debate either earns your trust with one of them or it'll fall flat. You never know. So this is where I think Tangem begins to pull ahead in some fundamental ways. So let's start with the absolute core of any hardware wallet, how it handles your private keys. A cold wallet's only job is to keep your private keys 100% offline. Tangem does this flawlessly. When you first tap that card to your phone, it uses a certified hardware random number generator inside the card itself to create your private key. And here's the key point. That private key is generated in the secure chip and it never leaves. It's created there and it stays there. The app on your phone is only a messenger. It shows you what's happening on the blockchain and sends you transactions to the card for signing. So the key itself is never exposed to your phone, the internet, or anything else. This is a brilliantly simple and secure design. But what good is a vault if it can't hold your treasure? Well, Tangem Wallet supports a massive range of assets, thousands of cryptocurrencies across 86 different networks. So whether you're a Bitcoin maxi, an Ethereum degen, or exploring newer chains, you're almost certainly covered. The list in the app itself is comprehensive and easy to browse. Here's a critical feature that truly sets Tangem apart in the Tangem versus Arculus debate, and that's the backup system. Most wallets, including Arculus, rely on you writing down a 12 or 24-word seed phrase. It's a single point of failure. So you could lose that phrase, or you make a mistake writing it down, and you've seen the horror stories about that. So Tangem rethinks this entirely. When you buy a pack, you get 2 or 3 cards. You can instantly back up your wallet onto all of them. If you lose one card, you just tap another one and you're back in. It's seamless, it's physical, and it eliminates the biggest headache in crypto self-custody. This is, I think, a game changer and a huge advantage over the traditional seed phrase model that Arculus uses. But Tangem is not just a safe, it's a gateway to the entire crypto ecosystem. Through Wallet Connect, you can securely connect your Tangem wallet to hundreds of decentralized applications for staking, swapping, or buying NFTs. They've also built swapping and staking directly into the Tangem app. I swapped tokens without leaving the app, which feels far more convenient than actually moving coins around to another exchange. For staking, I was able to stake ATOM, BNB, and SOL, and more directly within Tangem, so you can earn yield without ever sending your coins to a risky third-party platform. Tangem even partnered with Yield.xyz to make native staking smooth and secure. They've also thought about form factor with the Tangem Ring. So this is like the same technology as the card, but it's actually in a ring that you can wear. The same security, the same backup functionality. It's the ultimate in portable, discrete cold storage. The functionality doesn't stop at the big ticket items though. Where Tangem app also really stood out was in the day-to-day details of it. It gives you complete control to customize things exactly how you want. Managing multiple wallets, adjusting transaction preferences, all from a clean, intuitive interface. But no wallet is perfect, and I know I've been kind of heaping praise on it, but there are a few issues. With Tangem, the main downside is that while staking is available, it doesn't yet cover every network that people might want, so something to be aware of. I think it's more of a minor inconvenience, though, not really a deal breaker. They are also expanding staking options, and I would rather have a wallet be cautious than overpromise a lot of random different coins. But it's a small trade-off for the security and durability provided. Pricing-wise, Tangem Wallet falls into the affordable hardware wallet category, I think. It often has a really clear value edge, especially when you consider their packs that include multiple backup cards from the start. It's not like an extra purchase, it's core to their security model. For the most current prices and any active promotions going on, I've left direct links in the video description below. We'll keep it updated so that you can get the best deal on the Tangem wallet. And in the final analysis of Arculus versus Tangem, which one protects your crypto better? Well, I think it's pretty clear that Tangem gives you far more flexibility and reliability while remaining simple to use. So, ready to secure your crypto the right way? Check the link in the description for our special Tangem discount and start growing your wealth with confidence.